You cannot get more eyes on a wrestler to sell that merch, said merch, if people's eyes are going down. If you want to get the most out of that merch, if you want to say that merch makes the most money, well, shit, you still need to have a good show. That's my point.
Or you can do live events and be like fucking New Japan and just go to California.
Not gonna do that.
And they make money. So what's the thing? And they do it with no TV, and they do it with just an online streaming service of $9.99 and fucking Japanese that I can't read. So wrestling makes money regardless.
My point is that WWE's not gonna not make money. Like you're not understanding. But
because you're not being clear on your point. Be concise in the point that you're making. You're talking out two sides of your mouth. You're saying that they're not profitable and they are profitable. You're saying ratings is the course of their making money.
When did I say that they're not profitable?
When I replay the show, I'll replay the show and you say how you talk about WWE and Vince McMahon and the ratings and the money. What I'm telling you is Vince McMahon and how he's coming at the show and presenting the show, it has nothing to do with ratings at this point. Him coming back on screen and saying the verbiage that he's doing has nothing to do. Mm-hmm. It has inklings to do with the ratings. He's going to get a ratings pop.
So what does he have to do?
He's going to get a ratings pop, of course. If it's down to 2.1 and he was just at 2.5, he's going to do a ratings pop.
So why is Vince doing this? So why is he on TV then?
You just say he don't want to be on TV.
He doesn't.
Okay.
My point, I'm asking you a question. You just said Vince is on TV. Why is he on TV?
If it's from 2.1,
it's not about the ratings.
If it's from 2.4 to 2. What I'm saying is, CT, if you have a television show and you want, I just told you, USA is comfortable with WWE being on their television. So it doesn't matter what the ratings is for the company that they're on television for. That money is already secured. $1 billion for 5 years. They're not cutting that short. They got another $1 billion for 5 years to be on cable television. That hasn't even started yet. Uh-huh. They're not cutting that short. In the future,
okay,
5-year projection.
You're talking about contracts, and that's contracts. I'm talking about liquid of what you. I'm talking about that liquid of in between. That's not what you're getting from the contract of what you got from USA and what you want to say Fox, whatever. What I meant by that runs out is that that's already in your fucking bank. If you're a profitable company and if he's just looking at making the TV contracts, I understand your point. At this point, he doesn't have to give a fuck. But if you do want to sell merch, if you do want to expand across the globe, you have to make a product that brings more eyes to it, whether it's in China, whether it's in Afghanistan, whether it's fucking in Peru, whether it's anywhere. And to do that, you have to have good writing, and people want to see these stars.
You don't have to, because the Saudi Arabia prince just gave you a bag, and he wanted to see fucking Yokozuna.
Okay,
he's not even watching the same fucking product.
All right, I'm done.
What are you talking about? The nigga asked for Yoko fucking Zuna to come to his country. He's not watching the current product. He didn't say bring me Braun Strowman because I want to get these hands.
He didn't, but they're trying to make waves there, and to make their waves there, they're not making it on Yokozuna, bro. They need these stars to be popping. That's my point.
The stars that they had popping got them popping to where they're good.
Reruns in Saudi Arabia, that's not gonna work.
But they're good though. What I'm saying is that when you're saying Vince wants to expand, he's expanding. I don't know how much more expanding he can do in the current expansion that he's expanding in.
All right, then I guess I'm wrong. Let's go. Let's move on. Shit. Any more to talk about Raw?
No. Fuck no. I didn't watch that motherfucking show.
Oh my god. Let's go to SmackDown because it's gonna be a long shot. Goodness gracious. How did SmackDown start? SmackDown started with the McMahon's, saying they're taking over SmackDown too, and Paige is getting the fucking kick to the curb. Good look for good. Thank you for your fucking work. Peace. Paige didn't even know that was happening until Day of Raw or SmackDown.
A lot of wrestling doesn't happen.
Yeah, I know. So that was funny that she started posting on social media office memes and shit, to express how she felt about that. But then it went to Becky Lynch, and Becky Lynch comes out with fire. So that right there, I'm not gonna say that was my high spot, but I'm glad they're continuing from the Ronda stuff. I just want to give that a shout out real quick about the Becky Asuka dynamic. They're bringing more women into the title picture, so I thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, let's go into our high spots.
I mean, my high spot was the women's match that corresponded after all that talking shit went down. You know, I'm not here for the pre-tapes or talking. If I didn't do the pre-tape, if I ain't edit that shit, I don't care about it. I mean, they're good, but yeah, whatever. Fight. So my high spot was Naomi and Asuka. They had a fucking really good match. A really, really fucking good match. Naomi coming out, Vince McMahon coming out after all the fucking yappering of the women in the ring with Charlotte and Becky and Asuka. You know, Vince comes out there and lets Becky and Charlotte know, like, hey, y'all had your turn, back of the line, bitches. And fucking, he was like, does anybody want to step up? And I caught him like, shit, Naomi come out. You know, shout out my black queen out there. And share a music drop. And I popped. And I was like, damn, she came out and Vince Leonard had an opportunity. And I was super fucking dope. Super fucking dope to have Vince put, you know, to be out there for one, in front of a live crowd. And for two, for Naomi to come out, he didn't shut her down. He didn't say nothing like anything demeaning or anything.
All he said was like, oh, give me that look again. And she gave him a little wink.
and fucking he let her go out there and fucking perform. And honestly,
time too.
And honestly, like, that's all we ever want out of our competitors. When we talk about Booking Black and all that other shit, we really just want y'all to give the black competitors and athletes a chance, you know. So she came out there, made a wave, had a fucking hell of a match. Asuka and Naomi fucking tore it up. They were friends and teammates the months prior.
They didn't even bring that up on commentary.
Yeah, so I mean, it was a good match. Asuka, of course, was going over, but that was my high spot. My high spot was actually a match.
I'm glad. Right, great. But I feel you on that.
Man, 6 hours of fucking wrestling. Like, in my high spot, never goddamn match.
I appreciate that. But I also appreciate that Naomi got some time in the ring. They don't really give her much time usually. So it's her to show what she got.
And not just her athletic shit, she wrestled too. Like
she actually wrestled. Yeah, she actually, you know, did some chain maneuvers with Asuka, man. I appreciate that. Naomi's dope. And we all knew that she wasn't gonna win. It was a women's title match, but they got us to the moment where we're like, oh, maybe they give you that little. That's what they're supposed to do. They made the crowd feel like it could possibly be a Naomi title win.
The contrary to what you asked for.
Even though 2 days ago,
it's what you asked for. It's what you asked for from wrestling on Raw, and they give it to you the next night. Yeah, you know what I mean. So like,
and you talking about shaking things up. It was shaking things up because I don't think I remember seeing Naomi get much time unless it's a WrestleMania program, which even her match at WrestleMania had multiple people, but like on a singles match. So shout out to Naomi. Yeah, she's our Booking Black for this week. You want to just get right into her Booking Black stuff right now?
Yeah, we can go ahead and do that. So yeah,
I think Naomi had a interesting year. I mean, she's been dancing with Lana and shit. Then she was tag team with Asuka. It's nothing of note. So I hope with this match going forward, they start to put some respect on my girl Naomi's name.
I think honestly, when it comes to like. She's gonna have to move to Raw, just to be honest.
Okay.
Like, she's a SmackDown legend, but she needs to move to Raw. She needs to shake up. She needs just new opportunities.
Yeah.
I think she just knew.
A little bit. Give her an attitude. Give her a little bit more attitude on the mic, whether it's heel or face. I don't care.
I think Naomi and Sasha really can work well.
Oh, that would be a good angle, actually.
Yeah, I think team bad thing if they know how to write shit.
Yeah, bring it up in continuity.
But I think Sasha and Naomi would do well together. Maybe even see Naomi and Nikki Cross. I'm not sure where she's going. I think Nikki might land in SmackDown. That might be a good program.
Yeah.
But honestly, I think
had Max SmackDown too.
Yeah, I honestly think Naomi for the most part just needs if I'm booking Naomi, I would just want her to mix it up a little bit and build some depth of the character.
Okay.
If they're going to utilize things that she does on Total Divas, or if they're going to use her eccentric personality. I think that has to be included some way in the character on screen, other than just using a few like taglines or you know what I mean, cultural references.
Give her some backstory. Give her something to sink her teeth into, too. I think, I think going forward, at least for SmackDown, the Royal Rumble, have her do the minor, whatever you want to have her do for that, because I don't see her being in a major storyline.
I think she'll be.
Women's Battle Royal.
She should be. She should be in the. She should be in the shakeup. I think she should be in the shakeup. The Mania shakeup. She should move
after
from
that.
She should move from SmackDown to Raw, and I think just to have her just have new feuds, just be on. Again, we're talking about a new audience.
Mm-hmm.
The people who watch Raw don't watch SmackDown sometimes. The people who watch SmackDown don't watch Raw, and we also have to put that into combination when we're talking about watching wrestling. Like, you know what I mean? So having her just be with new eyes, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Be advertised on new, whatever, you know what I mean? So I think she should be in the shakeup. Even the Sue Usos should move to Raw. You know what I mean?
Different, they should actually do Usos really should move to Raw.
Oh my!
It would be pretty lit on Raw. They go to Raw because they've been on SmackDown for a minute.
I think if Usos move to Raw and Revival are champions,
oh, it's a wrap, bro. It's a wrap,
man.
Yeah, I can't wait
I'm
for
a
that.
booker, man. God damn.
But yeah, we wish Naomi the best. I think that match with her and Asuka is gonna hopefully show her some love.
Yeah, I think that put her on a map as far as Vince First of all, Vince is there at SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
Second of all, Vince gave you the first your segment 2 of the show, segment 2 and 3.
Yeah, but first one in the ring.
Yeah, first one in the ring. You know what I mean? So like, I think you definitely raise some eyebrows. You know what I mean? So hopefully that goes into good things for her moving forward.
But what else? We're going to my high spot. My high spot this week was the main event of SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate to make our high spots only SmackDown every single week, but it's just being real, guys. Sorry. SmackDown's been so much of a superior show than Raw over the past. It's no secret. Past couple of months. So
that's why I almost necessarily stress, because I know I'm gonna get my fix.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's why and even though we watched Raw for the podcast for sure, and gotta stay abreast. But I know I'm gonna get my fix. Like it's like when I smoke. Like shout out to Gio, I love you, Gio. But when you smoke Reg, when you smoke Reg, you're like, I'm smoking Reggie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know
you smoking exactly.
That's what you say. But to me, I'm like, I remember the Raw of the past. I remember.
You remember when Reggie was good? I know.
I remember when Reggie was the good shit.
We didn't plan that either. That is strictly organic too, dog.
That was so organic. But you're right. And maybe I'm living in the past, and Raw has become this, bubblegum pop.
Raw's ancillary.
But even with
Raw is rap, dog.
But here's the thing. But even in the teeny bopper, show, and as they're trying to make their family oriented show, I can watch a SpongeBob SquarePants and still get shit from it. Like, I can watch something that's for family oriented people and still get shit from it. So I think that their writing is just not good.
But you also have to know that you're like.
So you want me to come on this podcast and be like, hey guys, Raw is shit like it's always going to be forever.
No,
and then just move
first of all,
on.
I don't say that. I say Raw shit to the time being until it's not shit.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not gonna come in here and be like, okay, listen, okay. When I turn on the TV and I'm turn on SpongeBob, I know I'm watching SpongeBob. I know it's gonna be an episode where SpongeBob shows his ass, because there's episodes of where SpongeBob shows his ass. I know that Patrick is going to be an idiot. And when he says something smart and enlightening, you're like, holy shit, Patrick surprised me. Raw is SpongeBob to me, if you want to use that analogy. I'm going into Raw knowing that Bobby Lashley is not going to appeal to his black.
And you know what kills me though? Because that's different. Because SpongeBob, there's no SpongeBob wasn't a character before SpongeBob. Not like you seen SpongeBob somewhere in the Indies, and it's like, oh yeah, when he was acting as that Stone Cold dude in the Indies on the Indies cartoons. Yeah, why don't they bring that kind of SpongeBob to SpongeBob? Like that's not. So we with wrestling though, but with wrestling, you have a precedent of like, all right, this person has talent, and they could utilize this person's talent, even within the boundaries they set. Let's utilize this talent within the boundaries so people like your show. I mean, just because it's bad, I don't think that you should just accept it just because you can. I don't. That's the only thing I'm trying to say. Just because you can accept it because you're making money doesn't mean you should. I'm always just striving for excellence. You know how I am. I'm a completionist. I'm a like all in kind of dude. And if I want, I'm a kind of a perfectionist. So I want it to be perfect.
But you can't be perfect. But you can't. But that's again. That's why. That's why perfect. I
don't mean perfect.
But I know.
I mean try.
But but that's why our dynamics is so good. You know what I mean? Outside of this podcast and this podcast is this because our reason is reason to us.
Yeah.
So
that's the secret sauce of the show, guys. He just gave it away. We're really not that reason
at all. Bleep it all, nigga. So illogical.
Yeah,
so irrational.
Like, really, nigga? It's Reason Wrestling. And you're like, really, nigga? It's Reason Wrestling.
But to be honest, like, okay, so with that, I do see that.
Yeah.
I do see that. But even in our endeavors, you know what I mean? When I'm like, you're like, one more take. And I'm like, bro, we did 47 of them. And you're like, no, but 48 can be it. And we do the 48th take, and we like the 48th take, but we still have to go through the rest of them to see which one's the best.
Yeah.
I look at that too in the progress and the process of wrestling. And granted, they have one day or one shot to knock it out the park every week when they're doing this particular show. But in the grand scheme of things, it is a movie. So, you know what I mean? When we're watching a movie, we're watching this like, man, this fucking plot does not make sense. But when it gets to the action scene, you're like, fuck it. You don't care about the plot. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, like Black Panther.
I'm a little bit different though, because like I could see an action movie like, yo, man, I could see that like this movie has some crazy scenes. Like even this show that was on ABC back in the day. I know we're getting off on a tangent right now, but it's called Heroes. There's a show called Heroes about heroes that that were in real life, or whatever. There's certain scenes in that show that I'm like, this is incredible. But it was written so poorly that I can't fuck with it. I'm just a little bit different. Like, I love scenes, but I can't be all in if it doesn't make sense. That's why I guess I'm a Marvel fan in some aspects, and I like Black Panther because it's like a full body of work. I want the full thing, and I want to sink my teeth in something that means something.
But even when we're talking about that, here's the thing: the production has to be there too.
Yeah, and with WWE, to bring that back, I expect them to try to the point where I don't feel stupid watching it. And if I feel stupid watching it, I don't want to fucking watch it. And if I don't want to fucking watch it, then we don't have a fucking podcast.
But what I'm saying is that at some point, you're going to feel stupid watching wrestling.
Of course, I've done my whole life. But it shouldn't be to the point. It's been egregious these past couple months.
No, it hasn't.
It has.
Bro, okay, let's do it. If we just had it. We got
at least Raw.
Okay, so listen. We got 3 shows a week that we watch. Raw, SmackDown, NXT. That's 6 hours of wrestling. If 3 hours of that wrestling is shit, we still got 3 hours of great. SmackDown and NXT is fucking great. It's good.
Yeah.
It's written well.
And
it's
you
concise.
Look at it from like a whole perspective.
Yeah.
I'm coming here to talk about something,
but
and I just
we talk.
bypass Raw. I can't just bypass.
Why
Raw.
can't we? We start. No, bro. I have the run sheet of our very first show. Our very first show. We said we weren't going to be like the others. We said we were going to talk about what we wanted to talk about and our high spots of what it was. If Raw happens to have one high spot out of 3 hours, we talk about that high spot. We can talk.
What do you think we've been doing?
No, but what I'm saying is that we don't get bogged down in it. That was like, when we started.
But here's the thing: the only reason we're talking about Raw to the extent we are today is because of what they said in the beginning of the promo, and because of the how bad it's been. Them addressing, sorry, but this is a big deal. Them addressing the ratings and them changing. is a big deal in terms of the writing and production of the show. To me, I think we should address it. So that's why I'm addressing it.
Changing what? That's what that's what I'm
They
saying.
might not be addressing anything. I'm still addressing it on the podcast. I don't give a fuck if they change it or not. I gotta talk about it, bro.
But that's the thing. I'm only talking